Residents of Kwamamsuthu Informal Settlement on Quarry Road have started rebuilding their township after the deadly flood destroyed houses and roads in the area. The leadership of the economic freedom fighters, including its president Julius Malema, are expected to visit the area today. Karinda Jagmohan is there monitoring developments for us to tell us what we're seeing and hearing at this hour. Karinda.
Well, Dudu, I can tell you that when a convoy of trucks carrying relief aid came into the grounds that we're standing in, the community members around us were crying in joy. Actually, we've got some video of this. This is the relief aid that is being provided by the EFF today. My colleague behind the camera, Lungelo Zungu, will just show you some of the blankets that are being donated. And essentially, these are grocery hampers, about at least over 100 grocery hampers being given to the residents of this Quarry Road Informal Settlement, Kwamamsuthu Informal Settlement, as it's known. Now, what happened earlier, you saw the infrastructure, informal houses have been completely destroyed. It lies on the banks of the river, and when torrential rain came and flooded into the river, many houses were washed away. We understand one person died and one person remains missing. Now, the EFF leader, Julius Malema, is expected to come to this area. He's expected to arrive at about 11 o'clock. But joined here, actually, you can see the number of residents that are here, along with the EFF secretary, Marshal Dlamini. And so we'll just have a word with him. Thank you for speaking to us. Can you just tell us about the magnitude of your relief aid? How are you getting this assistance, and what exactly, besides what we're seeing here, that you're going to assist the residents with?
No, thanks. We came here firstly to assess the damage. The President and the Commander-in-Chief is here to assess the damage because ours is to first assess the damage and listen to communities, because you must never make a mistake of coming to communities arrogantly telling them what are their problems. We are here to listen to them. What are the issues? What kind of assistance do they need to assess the damage and be able to go back as an organization and find a permanent solution, a way forward on what needs to happen to the people of eThekwini, because we have seen families, some of them, they've not recovered, they don't know what happened to their families, they are still missing up to today. Even the numbers that are being given, you can see that it's a PR from the ANC government, it's not the real numbers, because when we are on the ground speaking to families, they're saying we don't know what happened to our siblings, our children. They are missing since the flood. So for us, we are here not to do more than anything except to listen, so that we can be able to provide solutions, because the only people who know what needs to happen are the people of eThekwini, the people of these communities. It's not us.
Are there any concerns? There have been talks about with the monies flowing in, concerns about corruption. What is the EFF concerns? Do you have your committee members on the ground watching what's happening to the monies being donated?
Yes, our members of parliament, the councillors and all of us are on the ground doing oversight work. But the issue of corruption, it's a known factor. It's been like that. I mean, we just came from a pandemic that has never been known to humanity, the COVID-19, but the ANC government, even that, saw an opportunity of stealing. So even this money that we are told that is going to come for relief here, we know it's going to ANC coffers, like we've seen even now with the legal services, water. People, they are crying. We go to their houses, they're saying even the issue of food is no longer important if we can just get a glass of water just to drink, because they've never seen water. But we've seen that even the Premier here has taken water to his family on his private household. So we won't be shocked when the whole billion is gone.
And is this going to be a once-off donation, or are we going to see the EFF continue with this?
No, EFF is an organization. We're permanently on the ground. It's not a once-off. We're permanently visiting all affected communities in the entire province. So it's not a once-off, but humanity requires that we just can't come to people with our open hands when we're visiting different communities. So we're visiting different wards. I was on a different ward on Sunday, on Thursday. We're visiting different communities. So it's not a once-off. We are permanently on the ground. That's who we are as an organization that is always found amongst people.
you very much for speaking to us. That is Marshal Dlamini, the Secretary General for the EFF, and we do expect the EFF leader, Julius Malema, to come through in about the next half hour or so. But here you see they're just sorting out now some of the relief aid, and behind us the community members of the Kwamamsuthu Informal Settlement just watching on. Many have lost everything that was in their structures when this torrential rain fell. Of course, the EFF here just raising that concern about the constant relief aid that is coming in and what is going to be happening, especially with monies being donated, because at the end of the day, those monies are to assist those who have essentially lost everything in one of the most devastating natural disasters that this province has seen in recent days, in recent times.
Karinda Jagmohan, thank you very much from KwaZulu-Natal.